Oh yeah, oh yeah. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Alan. If you're a first time visitor, I do sneaker reviews and a couple of vlogs here and there. But the reason I'm smiling so much is obviously you know from the thumbnail, in all these years of collecting sneakers, I've never been lucky to get my hands on a pair of like off-white Jordans or Air Maxes. And being a big fan of Virgil Abloh, I am so delighted and happy to have finally landed the Alaska Air Jordan 1 by Virgil Abloh Archives. Now, this is a heavy box. I don't even know why, but it feels super solid and heavy. And as I untape this bag, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you like sneakers. Okay, let's get down to it. I have never seen a pair packaged so intricately or so well, and it's heavy. I mean, I've owned so many Jordan 1s, but I've never had a box this heavy. All right, this is a proper sturdy box. It's you can hear that. Oh no, yeah. It's proper. It's like wood almost, but I think it's like a thicker ply of cardboard. Not even sure. But yeah, I went with my true size, which is a US 9, UK 8, 42.5. And like you've seen a regular Jordan 1 box, the black base with the red text. And then you have these cutouts with see-through windows, so you can see what's in it. So that's special. Oh, look at that. So that is how the box opens up. Wow. So it's fixed there. Does it? Oh yeah, it clicks shut. It clicks shut right there. I didn't even know that. And then you lift the lid. Oh man, this is amazing. And I think there's a pull tab right here. Wow, look at us experiencing it together, huh? You pull this pull tab out. Oh no, this is a sketchbook. How do I get the pair out? Ah, that way. Okay, let's get this out. Oops. What's that pull tag for? The ribbon. That's interesting. Yeah, so the inside of the box is all like metallic or silver, however you call it. And this pull tag I think should go to the back, so I can then pull this box out. Anyway, this box is... Oh, you know what? I thought those cutouts were windows, but they're actual holes all through. But the ones on top have like a plastic layer or like a window. Man, spent so much time, still have to go through the box. Nice clear case kind of a box. You can see the shoes peeping from under there. And you have the Jordan brand right there. And then it says VA26 on this plastic clear film. Not sure if you'll be able to get that, but you have like a, what's that? A dragon and a crucifix, and it says VA, which is for Virgil Abloh. And you know, the earlier pairs like the Chicago, and this was a Europe exclusive, although I think it did also go to the Middle East back in the day. I don't even remember which year that was because I never had a pair. And back then the pairs said off-white for Nike, but obviously as we get the pair out, you see it says VAA for Nike, which is Virgil Abloh Archives. And man, this is a beautiful pair. Man, such a beautiful pair. I have never owned a pair of off-white Nikes or Jordans, and this being my first one. Oh yeah, beautiful. They still do come with 3 extra laces. I mean, the shoe is pre-laced in white. Wow, I didn't notice that. They do come pre-laced. I always thought Jordans came with just the laces done at the bottom, but these come pre-laced in white. And then you have 3 extra sets of laces, which is your ice blue, purple, and black. And they have the text shoelaces running through them. And that's also the case with the white pair. And you even have this blue hang tag. It's not a hang tag. What do you call this? But it says on it VAA for Nike 2026 zip tie, which the camera may not catch it. You can see it right there. And this is yet another carry forward element from the earlier releases. Beautiful pair, beautiful pair. This book, wow, this is like a sketchbook of Virgil's ideas and his text, and you know, this is so, oh, this is so amazing. Like, you got all of his ideas, it's like his brainstorming, and this is what he would scribble down when he would design the pairs. This is such a beautiful touch. Modernism is not new. That's what it says on the cover right there. I mean, you got to get a pair of these to go through this book, but it's kind of insane. Really nice. Okay. Why are we here? We're here for this pair, the Air Jordan 1 Alaska. Now, the colorway says white on white, but you can clearly see there are some blue hits right here, like these panels. A very light, icy Alaska, icy blue kind of a hit. And it's funny because I went to Iceland last year and I could see that the ice was actually light blue, which is amazing. Like I was saying, Virgil Abloh for Nike, Air Jordan 1, Beaverton, Oregon, USA. And of course, like I showed you the shoelaces on the shoelaces, it says Air, where the Air unit is supposed to be. Now, I think in terms of tooling, it's the same as any other Air Jordan 1. You have the same outsole, midsole, which has been aged a little bit. Like you can see a little bit of yellowing. And then you have the Air text. The major chunk of the difference comes on the upper. Starting off with the material, right? This is like nice, genuine leather. It's kind of stiff, not too soft or like not like tumble leather, but it does have a layer of protection on it. And then you see your toe box. You have this toe box which is all perforated, and it's kind of a translucent, not a translucent, but it's a very rough kind of a fabric, unlike your regular Air Jordan 1 toe boxes that are leather. Now, without the stuffing in there, you can see it's kind of got its perforations, and you can see that thin element of it. I think this is going to age and yellow out quite quick, but on the edges you can see that it's been hyperfused to be held together. All the white panels are all done in leather, even on the medial side. There's no swoosh here, but if you look closer, you can see the cutouts of a swoosh right there. So like there was a swoosh and they ripped it out. And on the lateral side, you have that big oversized swoosh that is synonymous with Virgil Abloh or Air Jordans that he's done. That's kept stitched in place with one here and one right here, a stitch. So they are kind of loose or apart, like it's not stitched on over here. And then of course that trademark Virgil Abloh style orange patch that's been sewn on. These panels right here are separate from where the lace eyelets go through on both sides. I think personally I would switch to the light blue laces and lace them up through these. I'm not a big fan of them sticking out personally. That is me, my preference. Don't at me. And on the back of the flaps, it says 85 on either sides. This is for 1985 when the Jordan 1 debuted. Your Wings logo debossed right there. This is an interesting detail right here. You see how this panel has got the zigzag execution done right here. That is quite interesting. Now, I was saying shoelaces that say shoelaces on them. But as we come to the tongue, you have your regular Air Jordan 1 tongue, but I kind of feel like it's a lot more thinner. But what's interesting on this pair is that the Nike Air tag is done sideways, unlike the OG pairs where it sits right here in the middle of the tongue. This one's done to the side right there, nice pop of orange on it, and an exposed foam tongue. Same with the heel panel, it's all that exposed foam, which became like a design element through all of Virgil Abloh's Nike collabs, which was deconstruction, right? It was a deconstructed look. And another interesting thing is that the size tag is done right here on top. I don't think any other Air Jordan 1s have it high up there. I think it's kind of low, right? I can't really remember. In terms of tech and all of that, it's just the same old, oh yeah, if you peel back these wings of the Air Jordan 1, you can see more of that hyperfused, that translucent panel. So your mid panel on this side is leather, but on the lateral side you can see it under the swoosh. It's the same blue hyperfusing you can see right here. this translucent kind of a panel. Oh, I missed this. A nice suede, beige suede, again on the lateral side. The medial is all white leather. And then this blue panel stretches all the way here. You see, it's all open and exposed, so that's a nice detailing. I don't think I'm gonna slip these on feet just yet. You know, I gotta lace them up, and I'm gonna keep them for a special occasion perhaps. Yeah. I mean, I'm getting them after what, 10 years ago? Is that when the 10 came out? I can't even remember. And I finally got my hands on these. I'm gonna keep them on ice, the Alaska ice on ice, for a fair bit, and pull them out for something special, maybe to celebrate something, perhaps in summer, although we are getting into summer here in UAE. In terms of sizing, yes, I went through the size like on any other Air Jordan 1. I asked my friends who own pairs, and they said the sizing should be fine. You don't need to go up or half or down. So if you have any other Air Jordan 1 and if you're going to pick one up, then that's the size you go for. Yep, Nike Air on the insole right there. And that's about it for this video, you guys. Thanks for tuning in and staying all the way to the end. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Sorry if I was gushing like an excited teenager. That's only because I'm excited.